Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. It's an engaging and enlightening talk show on life, relationships, and the business of life. Grab a cup of juice and just chill. Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. Live life. Live fully.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
It's good to have you on the show. This is Omobola Stephen, your host on Life Well Lived, right? If you'd like to be my guest on the show, right, you can connect with me on my mailbox, omobolastephen.o@outlook.com. Perhaps you like to catch up with missed episodes of the podcast. You can go online and search for Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen on any podcast course promotion platforms or any promotion platforms you come across, and do have a really worthwhile time listening to the show. I have Howard Sambol on the show today with me. Howard Sambol is a life fulfillment catalyst, right? And it's on the show to share its expertise and professional insight on a subject that's super dear to my heart, talking about fulfillment, right? One that is seldomly discussed around career, personal life, and general issues, right? So let's get the ball rolling today. Welcome with me on the show today, Howard Sambol, who's going to be talking more about fulfillment in life. Hi, Howard.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Yes, well, fulfillment is also very dear to me, and I've devoted my entire professional life to empowering individuals to achieve life fulfillment, which to me has some important parts. The first part is doing what you love, living authentically, true to yourself, not trying to live according to some other person's rules or agenda or whatever, or shoulds or supposed tos or any of that, but living true to yourself, knowing yourself really at a deep level, knowing what fulfills your desire, and being able to pursue that successfully, have a good support system in life so you're not alone and isolated out there, and you can progress through a series of steps and milestones to that place, that ideal place of life fulfillment. It isn't a slam dunk that happens, overnight. It happens in steps, in stages. And my favorite statement is, your chain is only as strong as the weakest link. If you don't know the weak links in the chain will break, and then you may continue working hard over and over and over again, but you're not going to progress because you're not seeing some weak, broken link. So this brings us to having a good support system, good mentoring or coaching that will help you to see what are those broken links and how do you fix them, okay? And then you can move through the steps, in sequence and not leave anything out. And as we discussed before, I have this wonderful gift for your audience, which is the Life Fulfillment Roadmap. I will give the link and people can download it, and it's completely free, and it will give you the whole journey, the whole complete journey from wherever you are now to that point of having a completely fulfilled life. It breaks it all down for you through storytelling and through absolute milestones. And then we also give you support. So if you want to join our discussion group or support on Telegram, we can help you with any of the steps along the way. So that's the kind of broad, the broad brush strokes here.
Sure. You're going to share that with my audience, right? Join the course of the discussion, or while we're rounding up, right? Because my audience is looking forward to that.
Let me go ahead and put that right into the chat. I'll give you the link. I just put it into the chat.
All right.
So people can you can announce that or share that with your notes, and then people can get that on their own. Now, one of the most beautiful parts of the roadmap is not only will you get the PDF, the PDF ebook, but you will receive a series of emails following that, which continue to assist you in going further and deeper in very specific areas. Okay, can I give a couple of examples here? Would that be okay?
All right. Let's move ahead. Right.
Okay, sure.
We got a lot to talk about on the show today. Now, what's your definition of life fulfillment? Right now, this one amongst these three. Now, we talk about fulfillment, talk about significance and success. Right. What do you think is very important to strive to aim at in life?
What is important to strive to be?
To aim or to achieve in life? Out of these three.
There are many things that are important to achieve in life. As I said before, the number one thing is to live authentically, which means follow what's true in your own heart and your own soul, and live in accordance with your own deepest truth and your own greatest desire, to fulfill what is inside of you and to pursue that in such a way so that not only you're successful because you're giving value and people are paying you because they're experiencing wonderful value, so it's profitable for you, it's wonderful for them, and it's deeply satisfying for you because you're giving something of you, you're giving the divine gifts and genius inside of you, and you're giving to others to benefit from what you have. It's the ultimate win-win, the ultimate sharing and win-win, in the world, basically. So we have financial profitability, we have service to humanity, service to others, we have personal success for ourselves, we have creativity because you're accessing your essence, your creative essence, and you're bringing all of that together into one focus.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. People often talk about making money, right? Without a passion for it. I understand that you help your clients, right, to make more money by doing what they love. Can you share more tips or insight into this?
Absolutely, I'd love to. Let me first of all make a separation between two different kinds of energy in connection with money. There's what I call survival energy, and there's source energy. Survival energy exists when people are in sort of an ongoing struggle to make ends meet, to have enough to cover their basic needs. And unfortunately, when you're in that mode and you're always struggling and frustrated and scrambling and worrying about those things, unfortunately, that energy can be self-perpetuating and like a loop, and it continues going on, okay? So it becomes very important if you're in that place to break free of that energy and move into source energy. Now, what is source energy? Source energy is where your needs are taken care of, you can relax, you can, you're taken care of, and you can now access your gifts, your greatest gifts, your passions, your purpose, your creative ideas, etc. And we call it the career playground, where you go into the area that why you came to the planet and what is your primary purpose. And there, once you're there, you can discover what it is I want to do that's also going to be valuable to others. That's the key thing. What do I love to do, and how can I make what I do valuable to others, and who is it valuable for? Once you know that population for whom your gifts are ideally suited, you have what we commonly call market niche, your market niche, which is your population, your focus, where you can make a difference, where you can make your greatest difference to others. Then you want to be able to launch a business. Again, you're not going to do this alone, all by yourself in an isolated fashion. You need a support system. You need guidance, and you need to be able to work in collaboration with others to be able to launch a business that's that's a purpose-driven business, something that you love and which makes a difference for others. If you deliver value, if you deliver real value in your business for others, they will pay you, because it's the law of the universe. If you're giving value, you receive value, okay? We teach, of course, all the principles of the law of attraction, mindfulness training, things of that nature. We also teach about beliefs, limiting beliefs. If you have limiting beliefs, they're like inner programs that will derail you or take you off and hold you back from achieving what you're here to do. So we teach you ways of shifting, identifying and shifting those limiting beliefs, so then you turn them into empowering, supported beliefs that take you where you ultimately want to go. You could see these are all the puzzle pieces. These are all the chains in the links in the chain that become important to cover those things, so you have the whole picture. And that brings, of course, us back to the roadmap of why having the roadmap is so important, because it covers all those parts. It covers all those pieces. Okay? There are other things we also teach in life crafting. For example, I'm an astrologer. I'm a master astrologer. I've been in practice for over 30 years. I work with people's birth charts. I can see the planetary configurations, the transits over time. So that becomes an overlay. That becomes another level of knowledge that gets added in to the other life crafting parts that moves people along faster and easier, because they're flowing with the energy of the universe, and they're learning the lessons, the spiritual lessons that their higher self wants them to learn. And then the last piece I'll share is about cryptocurrency. Everybody today knows that we're moving to a new reality about money on the planet. We know that the old banking system, corporate banking systems are dying. They're all, kind of winding down and collapsing. They were all based on debt and fraud from the beginning. They were never designed to empower humanity. They were there more to enslave humanity than empower humanity. So now cryptocurrency has already achieved a tremendous following and a tremendous adoption in the world. And so we teach people how to get started with cryptocurrency, so that all their dollars or their euros or whatever currency they have, instead of watching it just complete dissipate into nothingness and lose their life savings, they're actually able to turn it into real money with integrity that is growing in value, increasing in value, which in turn helps people to fulfill their purpose even easier, because then once again their finances are on a solid ground, and they're building assets, they're building wealth, they're building assets, and one thing feeds into the other. You could see how all these parts support each other synergistically together, all in one whole complete system.
Right. Now, Urud, how can a person craft that life vision? Are there tools and strategy to jumpstart?
Yes. How do you're asking, how do you pursue your life vision?
No, how can a person craft a life vision?
Okay, so are you saying that you know your life vision and now you want to pursue it, or are you saying you have yet to discover or clarify your life vision?
Now you know your life vision, so how can the person craft it?
Oh, okay, right. I understand. Okay, if you know your life vision, which is what you want, let's say you know what you want your life to be in 5 years or 10 years, or where it is, okay? The first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a journal, like a journal, and to write about the vision. So you don't want to just keep it in your imagination. You want to put it in writing and write it down and have it be concrete, okay? Then hopefully create some sort of statement, like maybe a document, maybe 1 or 2 pages that summarize the vision.